What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Nikki ExotiKa show. And today I have a very special guest. Her name is Michelle Barone.
Hey, what's up, Nikki?
How are you, darling?
Oh, I'm fabulous, girl, and I'm so excited to be here today.
Oh, thank you. So I hear you have a podcast.
Yes, I
What's
do.
the name?
Yep. So the name of it is Red, Relevant, Entertaining, Dynamic, and we do all sorts of things. You know, content creators, influencers, celebrities, and we have a lot of fun. And we've interviewed some really awesome people. So
I love it. I got to come on that one.
yes, you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we'll get you on. No,
Awesome.
I would love to have you on. It'd be a lot of
I would
fun.
love to be on it. You seem really fun. Do you
Yes.
ever do anything like on the red carpet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I do a lot of red carpet events. And I've been to events like the VMAs, the Grammys, things
Wow.
like that. But I've done a lot of big charity event red carpets and just large scale event red carpets, interviewing everyone from Clive Davis. I cried when I met
Amazing.
him. I love him. To, Martha Stewart. Robin Thicke. I mean, all kinds
That's
of folks.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a privilege to do that. I would love to do red carpet interviews for the VMAs.
Yes,
Maybe one
yes.
day, who knows?
You will. Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Starting the journey of podcasting, I worked for iHeart for 20 years, before iHeart was Clear Channel. So I started out as a weekend jock. And I was there when I was 18, and now I'm 41, and I was with iHeart this entire
You've been
time.
in the industry for quite some time.
Long time.
See, nothing happens overnight.
That's right. And when I first started out in radio, it was just crazy. I was the intern, and there was one game where they clothespin my face. No lie.
No.
I swear to God, I was 18, and these two male jocks got me on, and they were spin the wheel of torture, and let's see which one you get. And they clothespin my whole face, and I was like, this can't be what I'm
is this,
doing
hazing?
here. Yeah. I was like, this is crazy. I'm in pain.
Oh, my
anyway.
goodness.
It turned into such a fruitful relationship with iHeart, Clear Channel then, now iHeart. And I've been with the iHeart Hudson Valley for many, many years. And
They have
then
an iHeart in Hudson Valley?
Yeah,
Really? I thought
yeah.
it was only New York City, Los Angeles.
No, iHeart's all over the country.
Oh, wow.
There's many, many people
Okay.
in iHeart. It's huge. And when they decided to launch their podcast platform a few years ago, I think it was around 2020, 2021, something like that, they came to me and said, you know what? We know you've always wanted to go beyond this area. This is what we think you should do. And I was like, okay. So I'm a marketer by trade, and it took me a year and a half to create the concept, Red. And I know it seems trivial, but I worked with the woman who created Beyonce's perfume line, and we came up with every word to describe me and the show and what I wanted to do with it. And we came up with Red, Relevant, Entertaining, Dynamic. And
I love it.
our goal was just to, interview as many famous folks as we could, both on and off the red carpet. And we do Red on the road, on the carpet. And then in the studio, it's just called Red. So we've had lots of celebrities, lots of content creators.
I love that concept. I
Yeah.
love that idea because I've been wanting to do, the Nikki ExotiKa show, West Coast. I want to do Nikki
Yes.
ExotiKa show international. I have so many international celebrity friends, but how am I going to interview them here
Yeah.
in the podcast studio in Staten Island,
Yeah.
So I've been trying to think of, ideas and stuff. So maybe we can brainstorm.
Yeah, we could brainstorm.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing I learned from Mr. Beast too in America, I feel only a certain population of the world speaks English, and only a certain population of the world speaks other languages, right? So anytime you're only doing an English video, you're only capitalizing on a certain
Right.
population. So it's really good to do international things, or to even do TikToks that are speechless and stuff. They get the
Or
most
just
views.
have the subtitle in.
Yeah.
Have them speak in English. And
Right.
and then always put the subtitles in,
Yeah.
in the Dutch. If I interview somebody from the Netherlands, my
Yes.
girlfriend Kelly Vanderveer, I want to interview her because she's so amazing.
Yes.
And literally have it in Dutch, subtitles. And I think
Yeah.
that'd be awesome because then you get more of a bigger demographic tuning into your podcast.
100%. It's so nice. And you know what? Globalization is here now. So utilize it.
Right.
Right? Absolutely. And one thing I learned on the show that I love is you can spread any message, right? You can talk about an opinion, a message, feedback. And I like getting other people's perspective. You know, sometimes I talk to influencers or celebrities or content creators, and I'm like, well, how did this video go viral? And they were like, honestly, it was by mistake. And I all of a sudden became the skateboard king. And now, like, I have to skateboard every day.
Wow.
Like, if you told me that 20 years ago, I never thought in my life I'd be that person, you know?
It just, sometimes it's just the luck.
Yeah.
The luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you never know what's going to go viral. I made a comment on something on Instagram. It literally, it went viral.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you never know. So I heard Hudson Valley iHeartRadio. So where are you from?
I'm from Poughkeepsie, which is, if you know Snooki, she's also from
Nicole Palizzi. Yes,
Nicole Palizzi
she's originally from Poughkeepsie, but she doesn't live there anymore.
No, she doesn't live there anymore, I don't think. Marlboro, I think she's from Marlboro, which is the closest bigger city's Poughkeepsie. So yes, but you know, I loved growing up there. It's a beautiful place to raise a family. Great school. Spackenkill High School, Marist College.
I love the Poughkeepsie Mall, by the way.
Yeah. Well, the malls in Jersey, I have to say, and I love my gallery. I know all the ladies that work there, but I do like the Jersey malls better. There's more
Jersey
variety.
Malls, what's your I mean, my favorite would have to be Short Hills Mall.
Yeah, Short Hills is great. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lots of fun things to do there.
Nice.
For sure.
We got to go shopping one
day.
So I heard you are going to become my neighbor.
I may move to Jersey. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you're
I'm
thinking
pretty
about it?
sure.
Okay.
I've
You're
been
like 80 or 50.
I'm like 80, 95%, 80 to 90.
Okay.
Because I've been wanting to move for a long time. I've been to Poughkeepsie my whole life. My husband owned a few businesses there, and I couldn't really leave. Now he sold them, and we were going to move to LA or Florida, but we just found that we're spending a lot of time in the city, especially with work engagements and, you know, different things. So now that we have all of that, I said, you know what? I think we really do need to consider somewhere closer to Manhattan. My son's really great at soccer. He's amazing. And New Jersey's just a great fit. So we're strong. We're looking at houses. That's how. So we're close to putting an offer in. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You know, I think that anywhere in the vicinity, like Hoboken, Weehawken, like in the area is probably the nicest. You might go maybe a little bit more central Jersey too.
We've been looking in Franklin Lakes because we have a big family, and I wanted I wanted
very
some
expensive.
area.
Like
I know.
Me.
It's crazy.
Yes,
I know.
Definitely like Franklin Lakes, and I think there's like a Mountain Lakes out there. There's different areas. So where the housewives live.
Yes.
Would you ever audition to be a housewife?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I definitely think it would be interesting, but I don't know.
From being a podcast girl, do you think you'd ever do like reality television?
You know, a lot of people have asked me that. I've been in radio my whole life, and I know broadcast communications really well. But yeah, I mean, I think so. It depends on what was available, and you know, I don't know. It depends on the show.
Depends on the show. Well, have you done any TV?
I have. I just recently did Below Deck, which was so exciting.
That show. That's a fun show.
Yeah.
I find myself like late night when I can't sleep and I turn on Below Deck. It's either Below Deck or Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, Naked and Afraid I watch all the time. That show I wouldn't do. See, that's what I mean. It really depends on the show. But Below Deck was so much fun. So my friend Helen Hoy brought me on. She was the primary, and we had a very interesting group. We had one guy there who like did karate every morning, but like he wasn't like the type that should have ever done karate. It was the craziest thing.
It's comical.
It's comical.
Okay.
And he even did it when he got drunk, so that was crazy. I can't even tell you what happened. You have to watch
Kung Fu
it.
Panda.
Yeah, very Kung Fu Panda. I was like the TikToker.
Okay.
I TikToked all day.
Okay.
And there was a lot of drama on the boat. Captain Kerry had to get involved. The police were called. I mean, a lot of drama.
That is messy. I love it.
Yes.
Right?
So that kind of reality signed me up, sister, because I had a ball.
Was it produced a little bit? Well, you're not allowed to
No.
say. No,
not at all.
That was natural?
I mean,
natural drama?
No, I mean, just give people alcohol and then shit goes down. You know
right?
What I mean? Yeah. It was
I
wild.
swear, alcohol makes everyone messy.
It was.
It did to me on a certain show that I was on. But anyway, can't talk about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, all right, well, that's fun. How was the cruise, by the way? I always wanted to do one of those cruises for Below Deck.
Well, I will say it's amazing. It's better than I thought. They literally, your drink is empty and then they fill it up for you.
Of course, they want you to be messy.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, wait a second, I've had like too many here. No, but we had a good time. I mean, I brought my brother-in-law. So I slept in the same bed as my brother-in-law.
No.
So that was
That's
that was a
awkward.
whole nother thing. I'm like, can we just like
With your
can you, like-
brother-in-law?
With my brother-in-law. Don't even ask. But he's cool. He was a trooper. He really wanted to come. My husband didn't want to, and there's only one bed. So what do? You
No way.
Yeah.
How did your husband take that after? Was he upset? Did he think something happened?
No, nothing would ever. He's like 10 years younger, and he was a baby like when I was born.
I
I'm like,
younger guys.
stay over there and don't even look my direction. The bed was big, so it was fine. But I met so many fun people on the boat. Helen organized like this group of people that were all characters, and it was just wild. You know, one guy like owns a vineyard in Italy, and he was just singing away. I don't know.
So they just casted you guys together?
Yeah.
Like you didn't know each other?
I didn't know them. Helen knew all of them.
Got it.
So Helen kind of pieced it together, and then we got on together.
But did you act like you guys were friends? Like, or it was just like...
Yeah, we all met like a couple days before.
Got
we went
it.
earlier.
It was like a little mix.
So by the time we got on the boat, we were
Y'all were
besties.
like, yeah.
It's
That's
like
so
we know each other
fun.
forever. You know, it's like
I
college
like
years.
that.
If you're in college, you know, you get to know people like in one day rather than 4
Of
years of
course.
high school.
Well, that's fun. That's fun. Just something new and yeah.
The food was really good.
But how did the cops come?
Oh,
I
God.
guess I'm gonna have to watch this episode. I cannot wait.
The cops came because our friend Kelly like literally jumped off the boat. You have to watch the episode. It's insane. She jumped off while the boat was moving.
No.
And so it was this big thing. She was drunk. And then we had another lady, you know, another friend of ours went topless, and she just, I don't know. It was crazy. They made a whole storyline around her. And I'm like, is this like, this didn't even really happen, but whatever.
Yeah.
So
Talking about boats, I have a funny story. So
Tell me.
My girlfriend knew this guy with like a mini yacht or whatever, and we're in the New York. I don't know if it's not considered a bay. It's like the Hudson River, I guess it is. And we're going through the Hudson River, and he's just paying attention to riding the boat, driving the boat, and she's like an idiot. All drunk, dancing on the bow, like
the bow, yeah,
the back of the boat.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's about. But see, I obviously don't know below deck. But anyway, you go on the back of the boat. She's dancing with her leg up, like, you know, and then you got the motor.
Yeah.
Whatever. She's lucky. She didn't get her head chopped off. But he took off. Like he like pulled off the so he didn't know that she was dancing on the back. And he just pulls off. She pulls in.
No.
She pulls in. And he just takes off. He had no idea she fell in. She had like lashes. Her hair was all done.
Oh my God.
He just took off. So meanwhile, he goes.
Did she have a life vest on?
Yeah, she's fine. But she went through he went like a half a mile. And I'm drunk. So I'm trying to get to the front of the boat because it's pushing
tell
me
him.
back. I'm like, stop. Fucking Ashley fell off the boat. And he was like, what? Like that. And he's like, oh my God. Did you? And he was so mad. He was like, I told you not to dance back there. Why would you do that? And I was just like, oh my God. So we had to spin back and go all the way and get her. And she was like,
Stop. Was
she
all
drunk.
right?
Yeah, she was fine.
Oh my God. That's
But he was
insane.
like, never again. I'm never taking you on this boat. You don't respect. I told you not to get up there. Like, she could have been hurt.
Yeah.
Because that motor was right there. It could have spun and she could have.
That would have been terrible.
Yeah. So
Thank God she was fine. Oh my
thank
God.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck he was probably drunk too.
So tell me, so you said you're married, you have a husband.
Yes.
So how old are you?
I'm
if you don't mind me
41.
asking. Okay, 41.
Sure. And I have 3 kids. So my kids
kids.
are 9, 8, and 5.
Girls, boys?
2 boys and a girl.
Aww.
So they're so cute. I love
Yeah.
them. They're the best.
Aw,
My
that's
middle
amazing.
one gives me a run for my money. So
Really?
do you have kids?
I have a trans and gay kids, so I know what it's like to have kids. But I didn't have them as young, but I do have 3 god kids. I am a godmother to many, even though I
love
can't
it.
have kids because I'm trans. But I have my fairy tale family, my
Yep.
chosen family, and I do have my trans kids and my gay kids, and they do give me a run for my money too. Drama,
Right?
yeah.
How do you handle it? Like, you know,
Timeouts.
Yeah.
I honestly, I block, I unblock, I block, give them a 24, 48 hour hold,
Yeah.
and then I unblock. I say, okay, are you done now? Because they bitch me out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how dare you talk to the queen like this?
Yeah,
Are you
for real.
serious? Like,
For
how do
real.
you handle kids being disrespectful?
Same. I mean, You can't beat them anymore. No, I'm joking.
Right. My mother is like, yeah,
Right.
she used to like pull out the belt and
Yeah.
like, give me a good whack if
Exactly.
I was bad. But I mean, how do you
I think
discipline?
it's all about talking to them. My mom had 6 kids and she has 23 grandkids. And she always says, catch them when they're in a good mood. When they're in the act, you get mad, they get mad. There's nothing you can really do.
You can't break
You
through.
have to kind of talk to them when they're in a better mood. And that's helped a lot with my marriage, too. I mean, I've been married almost 23 years.
That's amazing.
And, well, I've been together with my husband 23 years. We've been married for 12.
Wow.
This year, yeah.
Okay.
So I think communication's important. It's hard, I think, to communicate once you have kids. Because then you have, you have the kids and they're, your husband's always your priority. It's important. Or your significant other, your partner, whoever, is always your priority. But then you have to think about them and making sure their needs are met. But a lot of times their needs may be more immediate. Mm-hmm. Like they fell and bumped their knee, so you have to address that quicker. So those kinds of things get in the way.
I always have to give motherly love.
Yeah, motherly love. That's the way we do it.
Does your husband, daddy them? Like,
yeah.
He's disciplined with them?
He's disciplinary. He's softer with my daughter.
I think guys are always going to have
feel like
daddy's
she's
girls
wrapped. And I'm like, seriously? But I'm wrapped too. So.
Are they like you? Are your kids like you?
Yes. My son's like the mayor. Everybody loves him. They call him the mayor at school. And my other son, he's an athlete. He's not really like me personality-wise. He's like very tough. And he's like, I don't know if it's defiant or what. He's a tough personality, and he's giving me a run for my money.
From?
I don't know.
My
husband's not really like that either. He just gets angry. He has like an angry bone. He has since he was born. He was a month old, and he cried for 3 years. He never slept through the night. Aww. The only one that could manage him was a babysitter, like who was a live-in with us. But eventually, I was like, you know what? We have to figure him out. So we've been in therapy with him for about 4 years. And he is so much better. Like, he went from having a meltdown every day 5,000 times to now, like, once a year. So
that's good.
Yeah, he's better. He's better. But it's hard. It's hard dealing with emotional difficulties and defiance and then being productive at work and then crushing it in the industry. And, like, all these things are just challenging,
Of course. I mean, having a family is challenging. Having, a husband is challenging. And you're doing pretty good. Like, after all these years, girl.
Thank you, honey. What about you? Are you in a relationship?
Me, you know what? After the show, I tried dating. I was talking to this guy from Amsterdam, and it just didn't work,
Aww.
It was I went from a 10-year age difference to a 20-year difference, and I can't do 20 years.
Yeah.
I could barely do 10-year difference. So the 20-year difference, the immaturity, like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I tried, and I'm open, but I just can't do it. I think that 10 is my max for me.
Yeah.
And so, you know what? That's why I said, like, people saw me posting about him and like, posting some pictures that I was happy, because I was happy. But a certain situation happened, and we went out to dinner, and he just said something stupid to me, like, oh, you can't do anything right. Like, I try to do something with, because I'm not a content creator.
Right.
He is. So I tried to make a picture, like a boomerang, and I couldn't get it right. And I tried, and I thought I got it right. And then last time, I was like, okay, babe, last time, because we're having a really beautiful dinner that I hooked up for us. And he was like, oh, no, I guess you like said something stupid. And it put me in a bad mood. And I'm the type of person that I'm very emotional. Yeah, so I sat there at the table, and I'm like this.
Yep.
And he's like, after like 15 minutes, he's like, what's your problem? What's wrong? And I was like, what's wrong? You, the way you talk. It's like rude. Like, how do you talk to me after I did something nice and brought us to a nice dinner, and you talk to me like trash, And he was like, so what? So what? So you make a big deal of it? So you ignore me? So there's that? Like, I'm like, do you think you could talk to women however you want to talk to them, and then I'm going to sit there and take it?
Right.
Just apologize. Be like, look, I'm sorry I said that the way I said it or whatever. Like, no.
Just say sorry.
No acknowledgement. And when he didn't acknowledge it, I was just like very cold. So then later on, I tried to be a little warmer. I give him a little kiss before I went to the bathroom. He just kept going in and out, like doing this little vaping outside. And the last time he went outside, he was like 10 minutes outside. And I'm like, okay, I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to see him talking to women. So I came outside. A fan noticed me from the show. She's like, oh, my God, can I get a picture? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I spun around, and he's like, squatting on the ground, like showing pictures to some girl, talking like there was like a fire pit. And he's
Stop.
like talking, and there's another girl there, and I'm just like this. I come up right behind. So I'm like, oh my god, that's so. Because I'm a smart ass. I really don't care. I don't care. Like,
Whatever.
okay, you want to play yourself, fine, but I'm gonna
but,
give
like,
you the show.
look at me, bro.
You want the
I look
show?
good.
I'm gonna give you the show.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. You literally just met her, and you're showing her all your photos when you were in the hospital from your surgery. That's amazing. And he was like, oh yeah, I show her why I don't drink, and I'm like, okay. And then she goes, oh my god, is this your girl? And he goes, oh no, she's just my friend. I was like, yeah, the friend that stays at my house, and we're fucking.
Yeah.
And then she goes, wow, that looks like her on your arm, because he has a beautiful tattoo of some exotic girl. And she's like, oh my god, that looks like her. And he goes, yeah, she wishes. Then he looks at, I said, excuse me? I was like, she wishes?
What?
And wait, I'm a friend? He goes like this, oh, baby, take joke. He went like that to my face. I was like, you little fucking punk. Who the fuck do you think you are? I was like, how dare you touch my face like that? I was like, you know what? You're trash. I was like, I should have knew better. I was like, I can't believe you're so ungrateful. You come out here, talking to other, like, are you serious?
Yeah.
He's like, nah, 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 nah. Like talking to me like, yes. I was
like you're
oh
a freaking
my
kid.
God. I was like, you know what?
That's
this
terrible.
is exact. I was like, now I see why you're single.
Yeah.
Now I see why no girl in your country wants to be with you. So I was like, bye.
Deuces.
The next day, he was like, I'm packing. I'm going to a hotel. I was like, oh, yes, please do. Please do. Go pay $200 a night in New York City and go stay for the rest of the 12 days of your vacation. He was supposed to stay with me. I was like, go.
Yeah.
And he did. I know he gagged, but you know what? He did. And then I just unfriended him. I was like,
Good.
I don't.
But why do you have to deal with people like that? Like, come on.
I
You're
just
so
couldn't
nice.
believe the audacity, even if I was cold or whatever. You're literally talking to other women like, you came on a date with me, even if I was like, wasn't talking to you, at least try to make it better. No, you had to feed your ego, and you're such a narcissist. You needed attention, like a little child. You needed coddling by other women. I was like,
bye.
bye, bitch.
That bothers me.
It was so bad.
Yeah,
so,
no.
you know what? Then I was just like, well, at least I didn't run around saying, oh, this is my new man, even though they were already putting in the blogs like, oh, Nikki has a new man. No, that's why I made sure to say, listen, this is just somebody, we're seeing where it goes and talking, and that's it. Because being my Mr. ExotiKa, my partner, my other half, there's a lot of obstacles they need to you know, like take the hurdles. I'm not an easy person. I'm high profile. I'm trans. I'm out there on TV and social media.
How do you handle it all? Like, truly, from an emotional standpoint, like, how do you do it?
Therapist.
Yeah.
You know what? It's tough. I mean, being famous is not for the faint at heart. Being known publicly, having your privacy exposed, you have no more secrets. People will dig in your graveyard. I have a bunch of bones. Yes, I have a bunch of bones in my graveyard. And that's why I like to be kind of like an open book, because before you're going to try to pull tea on me, I can expose my own tea. Yeah. That's why I was very, you know, upfront with when I did, you know, my show and stuff like that. I don't like anybody having something over me. You know, I think I can pretty much do a good job with being honest with people.
Absolutely.
Like
You're
but it's
certainly
hard, girl.
honest. But
it is hard when I want to be like, you know, low key, and I want to go to Walmart, and I was like, oh my God, Nikki, like that's what I signed up for, you know, walking in the streets, and people notice who I am, and there's no more quiet life once you're, you know, exposed to in media and TV and magazines, whatever.
Would you do it all over again?
You know, it's funny. I would. If I was given a time capsule, I would go back to 1995. And
really?
if I was given, somebody had this on Instagram. They said, oh, if you were given $10,000 cash, wait, 10 million, I'm sorry. If you were given $10 million cash, or would you go in a time capsule to go back in time? 100% go back in time, because I could possibly make more money if I changed things in my past to my future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would have did things differently. And I wouldn't have made the mistakes that I did with plastic surgery, and I wouldn't have gotten botched because I would have known. Like if you know the things you know now, like I would go back in time and not do the things.
Can you talk to me about that? Because I'm really honestly interested. Yeah. I'm going in for my first procedure ever, and I'm scared.
Girl, I've done a million from head to toe.
Tell me everything. I want to know everything.
So what do you want to know about?
I'm doing my boobs.
Okay, you're doing a lift.
And I'm scared. I'm doing a lift and a reduction. Okay. A little bit of a reduction.
And you're doing what kind of scar? Anchor or lollipop?
I don't know. Whatever the smiley. What is that? Anchor? Okay.
Scar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And who are you going with?
Do you know Dr. Oh Jesus, this is terrible. I'm going in next month. Okay. Greenwald in Westchester.
Okay. What made you choose him?
A friend of mine told me about it. You got to help me. So what do? I need to do everything. Like I need to look like you. You look amazing.
Thank you. Well, I mean, I'm going to teach people something because they think like, oh, I could get such an amazing body in the United States. You can't.
You can't?
No. Not in the United States.
Okay, so
not in the United States. When you see those beautiful Latina bodies,
yes,
and they're gorgeous, they're from Brazil, they're made in Colombia, and I tell people all the time, you want that type of body, you got to go to that country. I know I work with doctors in different countries.
So what do you do? So what do they do different?
They have different techniques. They know where to snatch your waist. They know how to lipo correctly. Every time that I've seen someone do their body here in the United States, I've always seen some type of flaws, ripples, lymphatic drainage that didn't always come out, mostly rippling. It doesn't come out right. The bodies that I've seen built in Colombia, like from my doctor, like shredded, like they've worked out.
That's amazing.
Fitness, and even the lipo 360, because they have different techniques for different people. If you're thick, you get a lipo 360, which takes the fat from all parts of your body.
Yeah.
Then they could do BBLs if you need that, which just takes the fat and transfers to your hips or your buttocks or your hip dents or whatever you got going on. And then you can do ab etching. I did ab etching because I'm skinny. That had a little fat pocket in my gut, so I wanted that taken out.
Like literally, like if you saw this woman in person, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Unbelievable.
And I love hearing that, and thank you so much. It means so much to me because literally all day long, Michelle, I get lots of hate.
Well, even being trans and looking like you look better than any woman I've seen.
Girl, some of these women are like, you're ugly, you're a man, you're still a man, you'll never be a woman, you don't even get your period. Like, who would want to get their period? Like, who would want to have a period? I don't want to bleed for a week and yell all that bad stuff. But
how is it though? Like having breasts, being trans and having breasts, like. Did it hurt you physically?
Yeah. I mean, I went through so much. I have such a story, like, for my breast. That's like a whole podcast by itself. But I went through so many breast surgeries. I've had people like, why did you do so many breast surgeries? Yeah. Okay. Trial and error. I went from small implants over the muscle. They were a size B plus, full B. Then I went under the muscle with a C cup. And I should have kept those boobs. They were beautiful. They were from Utah, Ogden, Utah.
Why'd you
Because I'm an idiot. I wanted something else, and I went to Dr. Jacobs, Brad Jacobs, and that guy messed me up. From there, it was a wrap. I did like a 600 cc. I don't know. I went to a 500 bag after that. Then something happened. Oh, some guy grabbed me, gave me a big hug, and pulled me up, and I busted it. Didn't bust the implant, but it gave me a hematoma. So I had to go back and surgery. Ever since that moment, it never was the same again. Then I had this issue and that issue. I got my implants changed and exchange, and I did it over the muscle and under the muscle, and then this and that, and then that happened. And
do you need to get this is crazy, and you could think I'm the most insane person for asking, but do you need to get imaging because you have breasts now? Do you take hormones?
I take hormones. No, I don't get imaging.
You don't need to?
You don't get an x-ray for breasts. No. They just go in there. They do what unless you have an issue with cancer, breast cancer, stuff like that, then they do a treatment. But they might do one for you just because you're older. And,
well, for me, because I'm born.
They want to make sure that you don't have,
right, of
trans
course. So they did one
for
me. Yeah, they can, right?
Yeah.
That's
can
why I
because of the
asked.
hormones.
Yeah, because the hormones, right.
But as for the last time I checked, I'm pretty healthy. So
Go girl.
That's good.
Go girl.
That's good. I am immortal, people. So, if you think like your bullying is ever gonna, get to me, it doesn't.
Yep.
Do you get hate?
Oh,
you're
God,
you're
yeah.
beautiful.
All the time.
She's
You know what I
gorgeous, by the
do?
way.
I just block. I don't even
I restrict that. I like to let
I
them
restrict
keep seeing.
too. I restrict
like to
too.
let them keep saying, keep
Me
obsessing
too.
over me.
Yeah, keep
You know?
obsessing but restrict.
I give them 3 strikes, and when they keep coming back to my page just to keep with their bullshit,
Yep.
I'm like, you know
Restrict.
what? I give them 3 strikes, and I'm like, okay, restricted.
Yep.
But they can still watch my
Yep.
page.
Well, you look great, and don't ever let anybody tell you look better than most born women.
Thank
All right,
you.
you do, and I'm
so sweet.
really excited for you that you get to live your truth and you get to be proud of
That
yourself.
takes a lot. Being
It takes a
brave in
lot.
this world, and and even the climate that we're in right now, that trans women are
know.
being sheltered.
Yep.
They want us to be sheltered. They want us. I would think that Trump would rather put us in a concentration camp and keep us away from everybody. But I'm living my truth authentically. I am who I am. It takes a lot to be who I am.
Yep.
And I'm always here. I love women. I have tons of, female friends and allies like you.
Yep.
And I love that when people are open-minded and
Yep.
accepting, because it's all about love and it's all about accepting people for who they are. There's
That's
so
right.
many different people in this world,
Yep.
just like there's so many different species of animals. Talking about animals, do you have any
I
animals?
do. I just got a little puppy,
Aw.
and her name is Portia. My son named
Portia,
her.
what kind of puppy?
She's a little toy Maltese, a Yorkie.
A
Toy
Yorkie?
Yorkie, yeah.
Aw.
So cute.
Oh, I love it. I
And-
have a cat.
You do? What kind?
A very exotic cat. That's why my name is Nikki ExotiKa. I have an F1 Savannah cat, and he's so old. He's 21 years old.
Wow. You must be
He doesn't
feeding
look
him good. You
21.
are immortal.
Yeah, I am.
Look at that.
And I gave him the genes. So,
Yep.
yes, he has the Exotica genes, and he's still lovey, and he's not even like decrepit or old, like to where he's like he is walking a little bit sideways. I mean, his time is coming soon, and I feel bad, but I am going to get another one. I love Savannah cats. I'm going to get probably another F1.
So cute. Amazing.
I know, can't wait. They're so cute as kittens, and they're all polka dot, and they're so adorable, and they
love
just
it.
love to give you lots of love.
I love it. I know animals are the best. Like, I love humans, but animals are just perfect. They're so cute.
Well, you know what? This was such a delight to have you.
honey.
Michelle, I just met you today, but it
Yes.
feels like I've known you forever.
You too. And I can't wait to
right?
have you on my show. And
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, Nikki.
I know. And you know what? If we are neighbors and you're in Jersey,
Yes.
we have to get together.
We're going to party, girl.
Yes.
Hey.
I love you.
Me too.
And
you too.
thank you. Thank you. That was another awesome episode of the Nikki ExotiKa Show. And stay tuned for our next guest. Mwah.
Just so narcissistic, so narcissistic.